welcome to Action 242. You know, I am guilty of looking at Facebook often, perhaps more often than I should. And one of the kinds of posts I see regularly is, you know, a beautiful picture with some script on it, which says something along the lines of, life's too short to spend time with people who don't appreciate you. And words to that effect, you know, rather spend time with people who love you, people who appreciate you, people who will build you up. And that makes so much sense, except it's not the heart of Jesus. You see, the values of Jesus are upside down compared to the values of the world. They're the opposite of the values of this world. You see, Jesus modeled for us and then taught us that we need to be those who love the unlovable. We need to be those who reach out to the ones that no one wants to love. And we need to actually realize that when he reached out to us, we were unlovable. Some of us actually still are. But we like to think that I'm quite okay, actually. But we need to understand that from God's perspective, we were his enemies, we were objects of wrath, we were absolutely undeserving of love. And yet he gave himself and died for those who didn't appreciate him. He died for the very people who've been shouting out, crucify him, crucify him. And then he turns to us and he says, love those who hate you. That isn't just a platitude. That is a command. Love those who hate you. Even in his parable, who is my neighbor? And he tells the story of a Samaritan man. The impact of that story is a little lost on us because a Samaritan was despised by a Jew. And God said, that's your neighbor. Love him as you love yourself. Love him as you love God. And we need to be a people who love the unlovable and love even those who hate us. He talked about how to deal with the Roman soldiers who would come and demand that you carry their pack or walk with them and serve them. An oppressive dictatorship, a foreign occupying army. And the heart of Jesus to his disciples was, love these men. We should be no different. It's easy to love those who love us. It's easy to love the beautiful people and the popular people. But Jesus is calling us to love the unlovable, love the outcast, and love our enemies. It's very hard when you're being persecuted, when you're being attacked, when you're being unjustly treated, to respond like Jesus. But we need to be a people of the Spirit. And we need to respond in the Spirit of Jesus, not in the spirit of this age. And we need to live a value that is upside down. People said, don't let guys take advantage of you. Jesus' message was, love, even if people take advantage of you. Acts 2:42-47 shows a community that loved one another and loved the world around them. And even when they were being persecuted and beaten for spreading the gospel, still they continued to love. And in that church you would have slave owners and slaves. You would have Jews and Samaritans. You'd have people who traditionally were at war with each other, but in Jesus had learned to love and be family. If I can encourage you in anything, it's this. Love unconditionally as Jesus has loved you. Then we will see something of the power of Jesus and his Spirit manifest through us into our homes, our families, and our communities. Let's not conform to the pattern of this world, but live with the values of Jesus Christ.